to the Los Santos Art Gallery. This art gallery features many photos and art pieces from many of our talented citizens around the city. Our gallery is a great way to showcase the creativity and diversity in our community. Come and support the arts in Los Santos. Hello, beautiful goated city of Los Santos. My name is Danger Woods of Dangerous Entertainment, and I am a fashion designer, musician, and model, amongst other things that I do around the city. Right now, I'm pretty much known for my podcast that airs most Mondays. It is called the Good Danger Podcast, where we like to have real good conversations that sometimes get a little dangerous. You can find me on your radio, on your TV, and even in ads around the city. At this year's G5 Culture Fest, we will be showcasing different businesses and creators around the city that help make it a beautiful place to live. We are back here at the G5 Culture Fest, now with Raheem Stark, who is the owner of Insert Coin Arcade. So what inspired you to open an arcade?
I love games, and gaming is the type of thing that will bring people together.
What's your favorite thing about gaming?
Most of us will sit down and play a game, and then helps take weight off of what happened today or the other day.
What type of vibe would you like your arcade to have?
A community vibe. Like, it's the type of thing that's just gonna bring people together instead of like having them outside, just getting into it.
I'm a really huge fan of capturing some of the most beautiful moments that we have in our city. A lot of people, they see a lot of the negative, but I can capture the beautiful in just about anything.
What do you hope people take away from your craft?
It doesn't matter what goes on in this life or in the next life, everything's going to work itself out, and that there will always be beauty in it no matter what the situation is, but you're going to have to find it for yourself.
Do you have any advice for any other photographers or creatives in the city who want to get into this business?
Don't give up. It is a field. There are a lot of photographers that we have in our city, but you will always bring something different to it. You will always bring something special that someone can admire you for. So don't stop doing that.
So I started off as a bartender. I was really passionate about making drink, but I was also a very good cook. So I was like, you know what? You can kind of combine the two. And I was a huge fan of soul food.
Is there a specific place of your inspiration for the food that you cook?
I'm a girl born and raised in Memphis. So I always thought back to like the meals that my grandma used to cook. So she's like my number one inspiration behind a lot of my meals.
What kind of feeling do you hope people gain from eating your food?
That at-home feeling, like you at your grandma's house, y'all watching the stories, a little Young and Restless or whatever, and y'all just chilling, and she got the good food smelling like a Sunday dinner type of thing.
That sounds so good. Things are heating up at the G5 Culture Fest. I am here with Rain and Reagan, the owners of Ubu Cafe. Hi, ladies.
Hey, Rion.
How are y'all today?
We're good.
So I want to know what inspired y'all to open the restaurant.
We love all things cute, but we love all things community. We realized that there was a lot of children and they didn't have a specific place to cater to them. So we wanted to open a place that was family oriented and family friendly and just have cute foods, cute vibes, and just enjoy ourselves there.
Y'all also do music. I want to talk about that a little bit too. What inspired you to do music, and what do you want people to take away from your art?
We are Twinenem, and what inspired us is the love that we have for each other, female empowerment, wanting to have our voices heard in a male-dominated field. We all about girl power.
Something for everybody who doesn't feel like they have a voice. We want them to be able to see that they have a place within our music.
I previously owned Benefactor, and it didn't give the luxurious feel that I was looking for. I looked around, I saw what spaces were available, and we made the move over to Rockford.
What do you hope Rockford grows into in the future?
Probably a business that gives back to the community. We do make a considerable amount. One of the best things we can do is then invest in others within the city.
Graphic design kind of came to me from growing up. I used to see my father, he did flyers and things like that, and it inspired me to become a graphic designer.
What do you hope that people take away from your creations?
I hope they go home with like understanding like a lot of detail and thought goes into a lot of my projects.
Do you have any advice for anybody who's trying to get into the business?
Just study. If you're trying to get into the business, study. Come in with a game plan and idea of what you want to do.
I am here with Opal Banks, who is an interior designer. So Opal, what inspired you to be an interior designer?
Honestly, I always love creating. I love the process of creation.
Is there a specific vibe that you go for when you're designing?
Not really. I guess it would be a color scheme. Like I could see the color, the main color that I want to pop, and I just go from there.
What's your favorite thing about what you do?
Seeing people's reactions, honestly. Because, you know, as an artist, and I consider designing an art, in my mind, I'm seeing it one way. I'm seeing all the faults. I'm seeing everything that I messed up. I'm seeing things I could have done better. So seeing them come home and being happy with their home and wanting to be in their home, that's like the best thing ever.
Say somebody wants to do a song and I help them make the song. At the end, when they get happy with what they heard, that's the best thing for me.
What do you want family entertainment to evolve into?
Eventually, if you want to be real, a worldwide just label, bigger than everybody you know.
Do you have any words of advice for anybody who wants to get into the music industry?
Just hit me up, hit anybody up.
Now we are with S-Class Montana, who is an overall businesswoman in the city. Can you tell us a little bit about everything that you dabble in around town?
I actually manage the BU, which is the Manila Unicorn Strip Club. I manage Soul Sisters and I manage artists at Trinity Entertainment Records.
So what inspires you to be in the field of business and management?
Because I was taught to always have my own. With this, I'm like kind of like a natural born leader. So managing comes natural. I can make sure everything is under control and moving smoothly.
What would you say is your favorite thing about it?
I love dealing with the artists. Like, I love seeing the creative process. I love being able to help them exceed in everything that they want to exceed and get them, you know, like movies or whatever they need. That's my favorite.
I've always been fascinated by the symphony of the engine and the dance of the gears. As a kid, I used to take apart my toys just to figure out how they worked. It was only natural that I graduated to fixing cars and making the road a safer place, one engine at a time.
What would you say is your favorite thing about being a mechanic?
Well, I get a puzzle that I have to fix, take it apart, put it back together, make that engine roar again, make my customers happy.
Do you have any words of advice for anybody who's looking into getting into the field of mechanics?
Go talk to a shop, see if they'll give you an apprenticeship. Most of the shops do. Get your hands dirty. If I can do it, anybody can.
We like to have a chill vibe, you know, good food, good drinks, and where you can get to know somebody.
So Delilah, what inspired you to open Nocturnal?
I mean, honestly, it was kind of a joint thing with my husband before he passed. And, you know, when we did lose him, it was too much of a, you know, like a family thing for us to just let the doors close. So I took up the helm in his honor.
Do you have any words of advice for anybody who wants to get into the business of owning a club or a lounge?
Take your time and try to diversify, not just the same thing over and over.
I'm Crackhead Bart. I'm a rapper. Me and the city, you know, we provide some high quality music. And we also have the Crackhead production team. That is me, my manager, and my producer. And I get inspired by a lot of stuff, just really anything for real. You know, other people, a color, anything, just random. A grain of rice will inspire me.
Is there a particular place that inspires you?
Usually driving, like being by some water at a beach or something. I get to think.
What do you hope to achieve through your craft?
You know, I just want to create, you know, cook. Hopefully people can enjoy it.
My life never has a dull moment. I've never given up my job at the VU. And after I was, you know, stapling on my feet, I enjoyed it so much. I decided to keep it. Interior designing is just relaxing. It's just a way of calming down and being able to create a nice space all at the same time. Music is my love. You know, you got to love music in order to be able to love to dance. So
how would you like the city to perceive all of your art?
Anybody can take it any way they will. I don't really care what they think. You know, I'm going to be me at the end of the day.
I have always been very into the pop culture scene, fashion, music, all the tea, the celebrities, all that.
How exactly would you like this to be perceived by everyone in Los Santos?
A place where, you know, the citizens can come in and all the awesome visuals by my photographer. my beautiful, beautiful models and make it kind of like a utopia of just knowledge and just a new, fresh perspective.
The fact that people still even remember Gabe films after the long slumber I've had makes me smile on the inside. Really shows that people genuinely cared about me, and it lets me know I can still continue to make people's dreams come true. That's why I love doing what I love doing.
Where do you see your photography evolving to?
In the future, I hope to make it just out of photography and more into filming and get some movies going.
We're having a blast here at the G5 Culture Fest. I am now with Rion Robin, who is the owner of Tequilala, and she's also a musician around the city. Hi, Rion.
Hey.
What inspired you to get into music?
Well, I've been doing music since I was a wee little baby. I loved writing songs, and I just was like, this will be the moment for me to go and just put myself out there and then show everyone what I got.
And what about the club, the lounge? What made you open that?
Honestly, I feel like it would be no one better than me to do it. If you ask anyone before I was pregnant who know me, they know I get down with the get down at any occasion.
Oh yeah, you are a dancer. How would you like people to perceive your music?
My music is just good times and good vibes. And my recent EP, that one's more so for the ladies. You know, I feel like there needs to be more music for the women to be feeling themselves and be like, you know, F all them dudes and just, it's all about me now.
I am here with Mouse Lowe, who is the owner of Mouse Motors and also a musician here in the city. Hi, Mouse.
Hey.
So, Mouse, what inspired you to open Mouse Motors?
Used to buy cars back in the day and just flip them, and then I turned it into a business.
What got you into making music?
My brother Carlos Lowe ended up getting a little nag for it, so I took it and ran with it.
How would you like your listeners to perceive your music?
I want everybody to receive my music as authentic.
We are joined by Lola Bellerose of Bellerose Studios. Do you have a specific vibe that you like to showcase?
I like to catch people in their essence and do a very accurate representation of who they are.
What type of projects can we expect to see in the future from your studio?
Our upcoming projects include Los Santos Top Model, directed by Savi Cruz. It's a show about aspiring models competing for the title of top model. We also have Goated Home Videos. It's a way for civilians to share their funniest moments with each other. Submitting your video will not only get you on the show, you will also have a chance to win $50,000. We're also working on Flip That Whip Season 2 with new cars, challenges, and judges.
We are here with Richie Porter, the owner of Splash and Dash, and it's so great to see you here at the G5 Culture Fest.
I appreciate it. Thank y'all for having me.
What's your favorite thing about what you do down at Splash and Dash?
Meet new faces. I would say my ultimate favorite thing to do is just see new faces in the city and make sure people leave with a clean car.
What type of vibe do y'all like to create down there for your customers? Because I know a lot of times when I go down there, I hear music playing. It's almost like a cookout.
Oh, yeah. that's the vibe I was trying to go for. Family type vibe, you know.
Family, like neighborhood block party.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. That's what caught my interest in opening a car wash.
I sell Jimmy Jocko's, you know what I mean? But if y'all like a quesadilla, cheese quesadilla, come holler at your boy.
What got you into the food truck business? What inspired you to make tacos?
Well, it's something that I always grew up with. You know, mothers was always cooking it. Pops always loved it. So it was like something that came natural to me. I like to look out for people, make sure everybody eats out here, and including myself, you know.
Love taking photos. Ever since I was a kid, I've just been taking photos of anything from cars to the wildlife, sports, entertainment. Like, I do it all. I just love taking photos.
How do you want people to feel when they look at your art?
I want them to feel very confident and, you know, they can trust in my abilities to take their pictures and also do some edits to it.
You have any advice for anybody who wants to get into photography?
Only thing I would say is just make sure you take your time when you do your pictures. Make sure you got perfect angles and make sure your customers is happy about the product.